Shalom people, this is Brother Laos coming at you with another video, and this won't be long. This is just acknowledgement and a time that I want to let everyone know and to celebrate 35 years of marriage to my lovely bride, the former Bridget Denise Maxwell from Savannah, Georgia. I thank the Most High Yah for us being together today throughout the tough times and the good times, through the valleys, through the mountaintops. I thank Him for us still being together and being able to grow, grade together. You know, at one time, you would look at the elders and you would see the graying of their hair, and you would see them changing in the pitch of their voices as they grew older, and you know, the strength and vitality is not there like when they were young. And you understand now that you are of that age what the Bible says, that the glory of the old man is his gray hair, and also I believe for the woman is the graying of the hair, but also the changing of the voice, where you now you're speaking from experience, and that your voice shows that that vitality that you once had, the virtue, the strength of it is going day by day as you get older and older. And so the badge of the fact of some of the things that you have gone through, that some of that virtue has gone to is the gray hairs. Like you ever hear people say, you know, and you look at their children, and you look at, you know, how well things might have turned out, or maybe how bad things turned out. That parent, that mother or father say, this is where all these gray hairs came from, as I was giving my virtue, as I was giving my strength and my time to raising children and to doing different things. So I don't have that strength and I don't have that vitality anymore, but I do. The badge of what I have given out is my gray hair, is the way my voice is. At one time I had a big booming voice, and you know, I can speak with, you know, with a certain amount of vitality, but over time, as I have given out and as I have did certain things right, these things are waning away. But then I still have the gray hair and the wisdom that comes out of my mouth from being fortunate and blessed enough to be able to live through some of the things that I went through, to tell others either, hey, this is, I believe this is what you should do, or this is what I did that wasn't the right thing, and not to do that. So in a relationship, in a marriage, right, the love and the physical attraction of that person to each other when they first started out, right? Those different things wane over time. They wane. The beautiful long black hair going down the back of the men with the big muscles and deep voice and different things like that. But as those things wane, what what you have left is commitment to each other. You have commitment to each other. Did you ever see the the old couples that would be in the nursing homes together, and one might be bedridden and one might be on a walker, but they still cherish each other. And then when you find out that maybe one passed away, and then the love that they have for each other was so strong that within a few months or sometime within a few days or weeks, that other one would die, because that commitment that they had to one another had grown so strong. The vitality, the strength, all that stuff was gone. But what you have left is more important than that, and that's the commitment that you have developed for one another. So I thank the Most High for that. I thank the Most High for the commitment that me and my wife over time we have developed, and we have strengthened ourselves with. I thank the Most High for that, right? That um, what's the word I'm looking for? Optimally, in the beginning of a marriage or a relationship, yes, you have a commitment, but that commitment really can't be considered to be a commitment until it has been tested by time. Once through time you have shown through the obstacles and the different things that you have gone through that you are committed to that one, that's when the commitment will be true commitment. Because I've seen, in the best of what people consider to be of times where ones would be committed, but when the hard time certain comes, you find these things. And that's not to say that one should be staying with someone that's beating on them, verbally abusing them, and anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you see these where when certain times come where these people commitment is tested, where you'll find where you'll be hearing people getting divorced, and they'll say, what is the reason? Irreconcilable differences, and sometimes it can be infidelity and everything like that. And I'll just say this: at the beginning of a relationship, especially ones that would say that they want to get married, I'm going to tell you, man, if you can think about the worst thing that you could think that your future spouse could, not that they're trying to kill you or anything like that, I'm saying, but think about the worst thing that you think could be done to you by that other one, and think about whether you can still stay committed in that relationship and try to work it out. If you recently can't sit there and look that one in the face and say that the wind's getting really windy, so I don't even know if you can hear what I'm saying. But if you can't really say with all true candor that you can stay with that one, or if that one got some kind of physical ailment or some kind of mental ailment, that you can still stay with that one, or that if that one, you said you didn't want to have children, but that y'all got children, and then that you could say, well, I didn't sign up for that, right? Because there's some guys, there's some women, they don't want anything to come between them and that loved one. They don't want children or whatever. But if that, just say for instance that you made that pact with your future spouse, and they said later on, hey, I want to have children, would you leave them? Would you leave the commitment for better or worse? I meant that when I got married, and through the times, it has been tested, and my wife has been tested, and both of us had, through the grace of the Most High Yah, not no goodness of our own, been able to, thus far stay together. And I thank the Most High. And I definitely don't have no plans of, going anywhere. And I think I can speak for my wife and say that I believe she feels the same way. I thank the Most High Yah, that, even with all the time that has gone between us, that she is still, to me, as beautiful as, the day that I first met her. And I wouldn't want to be with anyone else. I truly believe what the Most High word says. He said, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And I would hope that she would believe the same for me being her husband. Given all the things that we, unfortunately went through, learning, young couple. We got married as teens. We were teens. And today, if you talk to any marriage counselor, if you talk to any even pastors or preachers, or even these that call themselves relationship experts, they tell you that's a death knell. You better live your life first before you do that. The Bible says it's a good thing for a man to serve the Most High in his youth. And part of you serving the Most High is to get married and to repopulate the earth, because that is a ministry. That is being obedient to the Most High Yah. I get tired of all these people coming out here saying they're saved and they're gonna be single for their life, and they fornicating, all up until their old age. They ain't never got married. They just been fornicating. But all this time they're telling you that they're saved and sanctified and all that. No, you're not. The Bible said marriage is honorable and that marriage bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers Yah shall judge. And if you're out there and saying you're a Christian and you're in church and you're sleeping from time to time with different women or different men or whatever, you are idolater. You are fornicated. You're going to be judged and you're going to go to hell. That's what the Bible says. So stop all this stuff. These people, these single church people. I'm not saying people that are because there are some people that can, be single. But even Paul said, if you don't have that gift to be single, he said it's better to marry than to burn in lust. Why do you think some of these Catholic priests out here are sleeping with boys, and some sleeping with girls, and some sleeping with women? Because all these Catholic priests, you find that most of the black Catholic priests that you see, they're not sleeping with little boys and little girls. They're actually sleeping with women. I remember reading a story about this one Catholic priest that he actually had a secret family, right? And once they found out, he just said, okay, well, I'll give up my quote-unquote Catholic priesthood or whatever, and he went on and married a lady. He had children by her and everything, but he was living a secret life because of this wickedness of the Catholic Church, telling you if you're going to minister the word of Yah that you can't be married. Get out of here, right? Marriage is honorable. We need to do it. Look at one of my videos several things back where I talked about people saying, well, times are too tough, the world is too bad a shape for me to get married or whatever. Now is the time. It's always good to be married, right? But all I would tell you before you go in to it, I would say that you and your other that you're going to get married, this is something I wish me and my wife had done. You need to go through one solid year of marriage counseling. I'm being honest. I don't really think it should be a church pastor. I think it should be a true Christian counselor, somebody that, beliefs are orthodox, but that you go to counseling at least twice or even more a month for a whole year to work out all these different things, right, before you say I do, and learn all you can about each other, and not to sleep with the other until stay celibate until you say I do. And so again, the point of this video, which I had said it wasn't going to be this long, but it is to acknowledge and to celebrate 35 years married to my wife, Bridget Denise Lyles. So with that, I'm going to ask you to give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. I'm going to ask you to subscribe. Be blessed.